Welcome back, my friends. I mentioned to you that if I decided to switch my 100 babies, it was actually 2 adults and 98 little wisp and juveniles that went in this box. That was on December 14th, so we have January, February would have been Valentine's Day, and today is uh, the 19th, so I wanted to go ahead and get them into their new home. And earlier today, I took the 100 cocoons. I ended up getting 193 worms and one little tenth of a worm. He was just a little wisp, so we'll say 193. And I put them in this new plastic tote, which is a 3-gallon, and this is a nylon little fiber that is attached and looks like it will work really well. You can see how fine that is. You almost can't see that there's actually anything there, can you? And so I went ahead and I made up the bedding, soaked some cardboard, and then added coffee grounds to it and really massaged that in and really worked it in. And then I added the worms and some food. I added some strawberries and bananas. I guess it was just bananas and eggshell, ground eggshell. And then, covered it here with a little bit of a coffee filter. And that's pretty much going to be it. Well, so then I came over here and I took the babies, and I, because I had nothing else to do today but to go through worm bins. And you can see this looks messy. I think I'm going to try and redo this. Instead of having the screen, I'm going to do that netting again. And these were getting, both of the foot lockers here were getting so high that it was, I think, cramping their style. So I'm hoping to see a lot more. Anyway, I got 176. So, add that together and you've got what did I say, 192, add the 698, 368, is that about right? And so that gives me just under 400 if I add these all together. And I'm going to, the big reveal is, let's see, a cocoon down there too. And so we're going to turn this over. And since I just did it, come on, well, I'll take them out in a second here. I was amazed that 100 worms could multiply that quickly. Now some of them are still young looking, but I mean there were some big worms in here. Let me show off my worms. That's a nice, move over there. That's a nice sized worm. I found ones that were bigger than that too. Oh, don't hide. Be proud of yourself. Stand up tall. That's a boy. Can you see him? Great looking, isn't he? Look at that clitellum. But also, I wanted to show you this, was that I counted another, I had 49 and I just saw that one, so that actually made 50 cocoons. And so those 2 worms that were adults in there were really, they were working their little fannies off. And then I believe there were a few others that have matured and have been producing. So that's going to be a short one here today, and I'm going to cover this up, I think, with all the coffee grounds that are in there and all the bedding, that I should be able to let this go for a couple weeks, let everybody settle in, let them, get used to their new home, and we will check back with them later. I still have one there He doesn't want to come out of the little spot there. He's determined. I think we got him. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. But we'll make sure, I promise. Anyway, that was it. That was kind of part 3 of this whole thing. So now I have 2 of these available if I want to start a project over again. But for the most part, I think I'm going to take a little break maybe and just go back to my gardening, try and get a few things done. So I hope you guys are all having a great day, and I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and ring the bell. And I do have a playlist if you're just interested in the worms and not in any gardening, that you can see how I do my can of worms. And now that I have this together, I think I'll put together another smaller playlist to for anybody who's interested in doing this really on the cheap. I mean, you know, these were out in my garage with tools in them, and made those into little foot lockers. And this was one that I had some things in, and I just took it out and thought, everybody has this in their closet. I bet we could all find things that we could grow our worms in. And if somebody came along and asked me for 100 worms, sure, I'll find them for you. God knows I have them multiplying like mad in here. So ring the bell, and I promise I'll come back and see you again real soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.